Did you know you could literally get a grant of up to $1,400 just to keep your heat on this winter? Crazy, right? Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can secure financial help and legal protection for your electric and gas bills in Minnesota. So if you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by the cost of heating your home during those freezing months, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's just address the elephant in the room right away. Surviving a Minnesota winter? Yeah. It's expensive. When the weather gets extreme, our furnaces are basically working overtime. For a lot of us, just opening that monthly utility bill triggers genuine anxiety. And honestly, it is completely normal to be terrified of having your power disconnected when it's below zero outside. This isn't just about comfort. In Minnesota, keeping the heat on is literally a matter of survival.
So, that $1,400 lifeline I just mentioned, it is absolutely not a myth. There is this whole robust infrastructure of legal protections and financial grants designed specifically to help you out. The only problem is most folks just don't know how to navigate it, or they assume, oh, I probably don't qualify. Well, today, we are going to change that.
Here is how we're going to break it down today. We're looking at a tiered safety net, starting with the winter challenge, then the cold weather rule, state energy assistance, utility-specific discounts, emergency fallbacks, and finally, exactly how you can apply. All right, let's jump right into part one, the Minnesota Winter Challenge. Okay, so timeline-wise, here's the crucial window we're working with. Your primary legal protections against utility shutoffs actually kick in on October 1st and run all the way through April 30th. You do have until May 31st to submit applications for state financial assistance, but, and this is a huge but, you really have to act with a sense of urgency. These funds are finite, meaning they can, and do, run out. Waiting around until a shutoff notice actually arrives in your mailbox is a super dangerous game. Moving right along to part two, the cold weather rule. This is absolutely critical. The cold weather rule is what we call a conditional protection. It applies to all rate-regulated electric and natural gas utilities, municipal utilities, and even rural electric co-ops. Basically, if your household income is below 50% of the state median, a utility cannot disconnect you if it affects your primary heat source. But here's the catch. You still have to take action. You have to reach out, maintain active communication, and set up a mutually acceptable payment plan to keep that heat running. Actually, let's pause here for a second, because there's this massive myth floating around that you just get a free pass on your bills during the winter. Yeah, that is 100% false. If you just stop paying and ghost your utility company, they can and absolutely will disconnect you, even in the dead of January. You have to talk to them. And here's a pro tip from the Citizens Utility Board. Never, ever feel pressured into accepting a payment plan if you honestly can't afford it. The utility is legally required to look at your actual financial situation, so advocate for a plan that genuinely works for your budget. Which brings us to part three, state energy assistance programs. You know, people often assume these programs are only if you have literally zero income, but that's completely false. The income thresholds for the Energy Assistance Program, or EAP, are surprisingly accessible. To put it in perspective, a family of four can pull in up to $71,999 a year and still qualify. Renters, homeowners, you're both eligible. This whole program is quite literally built to help working families who are just stretched a bit too thin by those crazy winter heating costs. And the financial impact here is massive. We're talking average EAP grants of around $550, but they can scale all the way up to that $1,400 mark per household. And get this, it's completely free money. It's not a loan, you don't pay it back. The funds go directly to your utility provider, or whoever delivers your fuel, instantly dropping your winter expenses. Plus, getting approved for EAP often acts like a golden ticket, pre-qualifying you for free home weatherization upgrades that save you even more money down the line. All right, on to part four. Utility-specific discount programs. Now, this is where the magic really happens. Getting approved for EAP is basically like a master key. It automatically unlocks these powerful multiplier programs from your actual utility company. Take Xcel Energy, for example. They have the Power On program, which caps your bill at a set percentage of your income and can literally forgive your past due balances over time. Minnesota Power has CARE for direct monthly discounts, and CenterPoint has the Gas Affordability Program. The big takeaway here? One single state application opens up a whole ecosystem of discounts. But what if you face a sudden crisis? Let's hit part five, last resort emergency help. When government programs just kind of fall short, the nonprofits step up to the plate. A great example is the Salvation Army's Heat Share program. They aren't boxed in by rigid monthly income limits. Instead, they look at verified severe financial need, usually after you've exhausted all your other options. It's an amazing resource, especially for low-income seniors, individuals with disabilities, or anyone blindsided by an unexpected crisis. Just keep in mind, to get this help, you generally need to show proof that you are already denied county or state assistance.
Okay, part 6, the most important part, how to actually apply today. Consider this your personal survival guide. Step 1, pick up the phone and call your utility first to get that cold weather rule payment plan rolling. Step 2, get your EHAP application submitted, either through your local provider or online at mn.gov/home. And step 3, escalate if you get stuck. If you and the utility company just cannot agree on a plan you can afford, do not give up. To demystify the actual paperwork a bit, it's honestly super straightforward. You're going to need basic Social Security info for everyone in the house. And this is key, you need proof of your household income from the last full calendar month before you apply. So grab those recent pay stubs, Social Security award letters, or your unemployment docs. Next up is the provider details section. This is just telling the state exactly who gets the check. You'll need to hand over a copy of your last heating and electric bill. Oh, and if you heat with something like propane, oil, or wood, just grab a copy of your latest fuel receipt. Also, make absolutely sure you check the box if you're currently disconnected or have a shutoff notice, because that flags your app for emergency crisis processing.
And finally, the signature page. You'll see the official deadline is May 31st, but honestly, please apply way earlier. Like I said before, these funds absolutely can and do run out, and processing takes some time. Submitting this in October or November is hands down the smartest move for your peace of mind.
Now, circling back to step 3 of our survival guide, I really want to highlight this advice straight from Minnesota Energy Resources. Do not let a grumpy or unhelpful utility rep strong-arm you into a plan you know you can't afford. The state's Consumer Affairs Office is literally standing by to mediate for you. Give them a call at 800-657-3782. They actually have the authority to step in, help you negotiate, and keep your heat on without bankrupting your family.
Look, the resources are out there. Literally, millions of dollars are set aside every single year specifically to keep Minnesotans safe and warm. But you gotta take that first step. Make the call, print the application, ask for the help you deserve. There is absolutely zero shame in using a safety net that you, as a taxpayer, help fund in the first place.
Just a quick disclaimer before we wrap up. You know the drill. Definitely double-check all these details with the Department of Commerce or your specific utility provider. Funding pools, deadlines, and exact income limits can kind of shift from year to year, so always verify your unique situation directly with the pros. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Securing your peace of mind this winter is literally just one application away. You've got the roadmap now, you know your rights, and you know exactly where the funds are hiding. So what is stopping you from applying today? Go get that application started, stay warm out there, and take control of your winter energy bills. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer.